Next unit we will start with the exponents, and in lower class already you have studied about exponents. In this year we will learn more about exponents, and we know that the topic exponents starts when we need to multiply same number many times, and that can be expressed in a short form, and that is called exponential form or power notation or index form. In some context, the word index is also used for exponents. Now, if a is a literal number and if it is multiplied by itself n times, n means number of times, n times, then a multiplied by a n times will be equal to a to the power n. This process of expressing the product of a number by itself is called the exponential or power notation. This form a to the power n, this is called exponential or power notation. And here the literal number a is called the base and n is known as the power or exponent or index. The number a is multiplied many number of times. So the number which is multiplied many times, that will be the base, and the number of times the number is being multiplied, that is written as the power or exponent or index, which is written on the top right corner. Now for example, if 2 is multiplied 4 times, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, this we can write in another form. 2 is multiplied many times, so 2 will be written as the base to the power 4, and 4 should be written on the top right corner. So here 2 to the power is the exponential form of this 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, where 2 is the base and 4 is the power or exponent or index. Now for example, we are taking a negative integer, say -3. So -3 I am going to multiply 3 times. So here we can see that the number -3 is multiplied 3 times. So we have to write -3. Since it is a negative integer, we should put bracket, and the number of times, here we can see that it is multiplied 3 times. So the number of times 3 should be written on the top corner. So here -3 is the base and 3 is the power. And one more thing, it is very important that you have to put bracket when we take negative numbers, because the power 3 is common to this minus sign also, negative sign also. Now next, we are going to see how to write the exponential form. Okay, if you are given any such expression, you can write in exponential form. So here I'm going to take a fraction p upon q, p upon q, p upon q multiplied by p upon q. So here we can see that p upon q is a rational number and that is multiplied 4 times. So we can write it as p upon q the whole power 4, since p upon q is multiplied 4 times. And this is known as the exponential or power notation or index form. Next, we can see how to express a given rational number in exponential form. For example, see here 9 by 25, 9 upon 25. We know that this is a rational number. and we are going to write this in exponential form. So here we can see that 9 can be written as the product of prime factors, that is 3 multiplied by 3. Same way 25 can be written as 5 multiplied by 5. So here same number is multiplied 2 times on the numerator, then another number say 5 is multiplied 2 times in the denominator. So here we know that this can be written as 3 multiplied by 3 written as 3 to the power 2 upon 5 is multiplied 2 times, so it can be written as 5 to the power 2. Since here both on numerator and denominator, since the powers are same, we can write this as 3 upon 5 the whole power 2. Now I'm going to show another example. Say minus 64 upon 125. Now here 64 we know that it is actually 4 multiplied 3 times. And we know that when negative sign is multiplied 3 times, we will get negative. So since here we have minus 64, we can write minus 64 as minus 4 multiplied 3 times. 3 times. Then upon 125, we know that it is 5 multiplied 3 times. So here since the numbers on numerator and denominator are repeated same number of times, we can take minus 4 upon 5 the whole power 3. And one more thing you have to understand, this minus sign is there, so you have to put bracket, then this 3 is common for both minus sign and 4. Now one more example, minus 32 upon 243. And here we know that 32 means 2 multiplied 5 times. And since 5 is an odd number, and if negative sign is multiplied odd number of times, the result will be a negative sign. So minus 32 can be written as minus 2 multiplied 5 times. The whole upon, and 243 we know that it is 3 multiplied 5 times. So 3 multiplied 5 times. And here we can write this as minus 2 upon 3 the whole power 5, since the number of times the number on numerator and denominator is being multiplied 5 times. So this is the exponential form. So now here we have seen that how to express a given rational number in exponential form. We are going to see how to calculate the value of exponential form. For example, 3 to the power 2. 3 to the power 2, this is an exponential form. Here 3 is the base and 2 is the exponent or power. Now we know that since 3 is the base, 3 is multiplied many times. And the power or exponent is 2. It means the base 3 is multiplied 2 times. So this can be written as 3 multiplied by 3. And what is 3 multiplied by 3? Answer is 9. So the value of 3 to the power 2 is equal to 9. Next, minus 4 the whole power 2. Minus 4 the whole power 2. Here base is minus 4 and power is 2. So minus 4 multiplied 2 times. And we know that since negative sign is multiplied even number of times, the answer will be positive. So minus into minus will become plus, and 4 into 4 is 16. So minus 4 the whole power 2, the answer is plus 16. Now next we have minus 1 by 4 the whole power 3. Here minus 1 upon 4 the whole power 3 means minus 1 upon 4 is multiplied 3 times. Now you can multiply the numerator and denominator separately. So when we take the numerator, we can see that it is minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. Since negative sign is multiplied 3 times, odd number of times, the answer will be minus. Then 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, it is equal to 1. The whole divided by, now 4 multiplied 3 times, that is 4 into 4 into 4. What is the answer? It is equal to 64. So the answer is minus 1 upon 64. So this is the way how to find the value of a exponential form. Going to see how to express a number as a product of prime factors. In lower class, already you have studied prime factorization. That means expressing a given number as the product of prime factors. So for example, we are going to take a number, say 500. Okay, to express this as the product of prime factors, you have to do prime factorization. And what is prime factorization? Dividing a number only by prime numbers until we get 1 as the last number. Okay, for example, 500 we are going to divide by prime numbers. So which is the first prime number? The smallest prime number is 2. So check whether 500 is divisible by 2. It is divisible by 2. Answer is 250. Again, we can see that it is divisible by 2. The answer is 125. And 125 is not divisible by 2. So we have to check with the next prime number. What is the next prime number? Next prime number is 3. So check whether it is possible or not. Here 125, it is not possible. How will you check the divisibility by 3? Add all the digits. 5 plus 2 plus 1. Answer is 8. And 8 is not a multiple of 3. So 125 is not divisible by 3. And next we can check it by next prime number, that is 5. And 125 is divisible by 5. When we divide, we will get 25. And 25 is again divisible by 5. We will get 5. And 5 is divisible by 5. Answer is 1. So we have to stop here. So 500 we can write it as, here we can see that 2 multiplied by 2, then 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So we can write 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. Now here, just now in this unit, we have seen that same number multiplied many times can be written in another form, that is exponential form. So 2 multiplied by 2, we can write as 2 to the power 2. Then multiplied by, next set is 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So same number 5 multiplied how many times? 3 times. So it can be written as 5 to the power 3. So the given number 500 can be written as 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 5 to the power 3. This is the way to express a given number as the product of prime factors. Okay.